evening, good evening, good evening. It's really late and well, I decided to record a video. My name is CaptJacSparo and we have the Mephisto here and I wanted to kind of show it off. And so we're just wandering the galaxy. I went ahead and I used some of the shenaniganery that I know, which is not the shenaniganery that other people know. And that shenaniganery, whoa, hello, what are we doing? We're firing on something. Oh, it's a Promethean pellet. That's all it is. Say goodbye to all those wasted rockets. Yeah, I don't know the command, and I can't figure out the AI to activate and deactivate AI to spawn in ships. So you get this. This is survival mode, so I am not haxaring in my server. Ooh, a Xerax missile destroyer. Oh, there's an early victim, a Senate Corvette. But yeah, we'll clear the system real quick. And well, I don't know about how quick. This is the first time I've really ran this ship. In the playing around with the AI, trying to figure that out, I spawned ACV and blew it to Kingdom Come. Because turned the AI on right when it was sitting right next to me. Where you going? Where are you going? So if you stick through to the end of the video, I've got a pretty cool little treat. Life Force took a look at this vessel last night and gave it some input, or gave me some input for it. And long story short, I took him up on that input and went ahead and corrected one of the biggest problems that he pointed out. The 40K ship, and it doesn't have an overly gauded presence, and now it does. Come on, this Senate. Now I'm letting the AI choose what it shoots at. I'm not even pulling any of the trigger. It's still on radar. If I was doing this right, I would be pacing it on its side. There we go. Get underneath. Let's make those barrels point sideways, which tells me that the target is directly to the right. Oh, look at that nacelle. It's completely gone. It still has a core, but it ain't got no jennies left. Well, there's your problem. You ain't got no jennies left. Stupid. What else do we got? We've got... Oh, the missile destroyer. There's the missile destroyer. What you gonna do? Why is it just sitting there? That's a bad place to be, bro. I think I've got the AI set to generators, but I didn't go through and set any specific for drones. I think it's just the GATs are set to drones. So if I were to use this ship in combat, I would fly it just like this until the shields dip down to 2/3 gone, and then dip out, let them charge back up. But keep that shoulder, or keep that enemy ship right on your shoulder, just in view. You can kind of gauge if you're getting too far away or too close with the barrels of the artillery. If they're facing sideways, you're good. But if they're facing like too far forward, then you need to catch up. If they're facing too far back, you're going too fast. And he's neutered. Now, granted, I did load this ship out with every round it would possibly need, except this. The autocannon rounds are decoys in the nose, so don't put ammo in the autocannon rounds. And as you saw there, the other thing that LifeWish pointed out was I didn't utilize the space I was given. The space I gave myself, or that I was given. It still needs some tweaking. Firing it up with CPU enabled, I need to tweak it heavily. I need to go through and redo the CPU. Some guns are going to have to come off to run it in CPU for sure. And it needs some power. It needs all 3 fusion generators, or the shields come down. 150k shields on the ship is quite a bit. It needs about 70 or 60k shields. Looking for interceptor. Is that missile destroyer moving again? That missile destroyer is moving. Oh no, you didn't. Anyway, where was I? Wait, are you moving? You're not moving. But I do think I should just look at it this way, because those are moving. I don't remember what I was saying. It's late. I just woke up. I fell asleep after eating dinner, and I shouldn't have, because I work nights and it's going to throw my sleep schedule off. But it's quiet right now, and I wanted to get this test done. I need to battle test my gear. I guess that's what I'm getting at. And well, this is the Mephisto 40k, and she's getting battle tested. The only way I know how, because me spawning a CV in it and enabling the AI, apparently I can't figure that out. I know there's something simple and easy. If anybody knows the console command, let me know. We got two Browbeats, 2 raider ships from Reforged Eden Atlantis. I don't know what ships come from what. Oh, what are we getting here? Oh, and a Bloodhunter outpost. So that raider there is getting pretty close to the best spot for him, which is in the rear quarter behind these side wings. because you run out of LOS on the on most of the broadside features. There's some defense back there, but look at him, he's just opening up on the ship. But now he's falling back into LOS. It looks like we've already taken out the station and possibly both raiders. Yep, both raiders. So it definitely can afford to have some of the guns removed, and it still be a very viable, in my opinion, beautiful ship. Let's see, a heavy freighter. As we all know, I mean, it's a pirate. A raider, don't care about that. So on that, I'm going to go ahead and, what are you? I see what you are. What the heck? Oh. Where'd you go? Pillager. I don't care about a pillager. Yeah, on that, I'm going to go ahead and call this. Let's go ahead and head back to just A star so I can show you the workings of what I was able to add for you guys and gals, whoever else may use this ship. Where is it? There it is. You want me to warp out of here? Yeah. I'm proud of this ship. This is the what is this? So we've got the Harrower, we've got the Raza, we've got the Flat Earther, we've got the Mephisto, the Hades, a couple other ships that you guys haven't seen on the workshop, but in my work or in my videos, which would be let's go to workshop. If you haven't seen this one, this is the current project. This is believe it or not, 5 years sneak peek for you. 5 years in the making. Nova_S had that thing mothballed after I lost all my files and stuff and had to reinstall my the Cumulus Corsair, forgot about that one. Lost all my files, so I had to restart. So on the workshop, let's see, we've got Harrower was the first ship I posted to the workshop. And no, I take that back. The Flat Earther was, but that was not in my whatchamacallit, in my collection. So I reposted it, added better descriptions, so on and so forth. And then I built this is the Spanch refit. Converted the Flat Earther into an SV. And then, so I built the Harrower. It was, in my opinion, what I consider a speed build. And long story short, that was the first CV to the workshop, 100% all mine. I built it from the ground up. The FOB, that was inspired by a ship, or not a ship, a station in Reforged Eden Atlantis. On the Dead Worlds, you'll find the command center, and it's dilapidated and needs to be fixed. And so I copied it, fixed it. That's the FO. No, and then I modified it. I changed it up so it was to my liking. And then because that one was smaller in my liking than I want, I used that build style as the inspiration for this, but I 100% placed every single one of those blocks in that build. The Naked Mole Rat, I need to go ahead and post that. It's done. It's just a cheap and expensive, not a starter, HV, but it's the one that it's my pocket HV. So it has a multi-tool turret and a GAT on it, and that's it. All it does is that I spawn it in, I deconstruct what I need to deconstruct, and then I deconstruct it and put it back in the factory, and then recreate that ship. The FOB with the dollar signs, converting the FOB into a space station, adding some gardens to the bottom. I can't post that one yet. I haven't figured out who owned that garden section for me to be able to ask them if I could post that. But I did steal their stuff, but that's why you guys don't see it posted on the workshop, is because it's not mine and I can't give them credit. The Star Wars Hades Mark II. That is my first SV build to the workshop. That one was the first ship that ever made it to the top 8 review by Jay Randall. That was a month ago, maybe a month and a week. Raza, Dark Matter. That one was a fun build. Built that one for one of my followers, one of my friends, one of my cohorts, Nova S. Suggested this ship, but in short, during Life Force's stream, one of his streams, I got challenged to building this ship. The ship is kind of unique and hybridish. He reviewed this ship as well the other night. Cumulus Corsair, largest SV that I've ever seen, let alone built. That was a fun build. It has some unique curves and angles in it that, dear Lord, they drove me nuts. I threw out 3 or 4 carcasses of this thing before I finally got it right. And Karpika, another follower and friend of myself in the channel, inspired me to keep going. It wouldn't, if it weren't for her, it wouldn't happen. I'd have sent that thing to the graveyard. Ferrari Spider, that was a 2-hour starter HV drill build. That's not starter because it's got every drill in the world that you can have. No, it's not every drill that you can have, but it's tuned. That one actually you don't need any more drills until you start going lasers. The cargo pallet, or the AC pallet, that goes in the back of the Cumulus Corsair. You spawn it, pick up the pieces, take the pieces, and your provided core, because when you pick up the core, it's gonna break it. But you build it in the back of the Corsair, so you can have a advanced constructor in the back of your Corsair. And then the Mephisto, which is this ship here. So that's all the ships that I have in the workshop. Now, what did I do in here? Nothing inside the command center of the ship. But if you were to look, I mean, as you can tell, it can afford to get rid of some of the weapons. So I will be fine-tuning the weaponry on this ship to make it more realistic for CPU, the players that use CPU. I want CPU to be able to use, even though I don't use it, I want people to be able to use CPU, or the ship where CPU is being used. Didn't change anything in here. It's still the workshop, still the galley. Didn't change anything in the galley. In here, you got your generators. I'm gonna have to redo this room because power is an issue for CPU users. So I don't remember. No, okay. In testing it, I littered this thing with every generator I could find, and it didn't like me. It didn't like me at all. So this is the main storage room / engineering, and like behind these panels, you'll see there are all the storage controllers. So every panel has a storage controller behind it, and it's 640K for each one of them. But over here, I added a little bit more storyline. I'll let you guys read that. But the bottom line there is go forth and be tested. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hop into God mode. I don't want you guys to see what the test necessarily is. It's kind of the fun part of it. But you come through that door there into the cathedral, where I've added one of the fusion reactors. It's going to need more. And then this is the cathedral. Get rid of lights. This was Life Force's suggestion: is get a cathedral, a 40K-esque cathedral, and well, I did. That dark and eerie kind of old stone look. Oh, ran out of gravity. I need to fix that too. And then it looks like I've got a block there I need to fix, and there. And I hate spawning ships in and the paint goes awry. Come down here and you can meet your demise. There's a shield part down there. That lined up perfectly. I had to do it. So yeah, so I finished the hull. The interior vacant cavity of the ship is now finished. And I think it looks good. It did up the size class, so I'm going to have to address that as well. But long story short, where is the purple coming? Oh, the sun. Where's the purple coming from? This is supposed to be yellow. Yeah, so there's the Mephisto and its most current new retrofit. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video and get this thing edited and put up on YouTube. If you guys have any suggestions or comments, leave them in the video, and I will update and address as I see them. I do use the comments to update update the ships. So if you could leave me a comment so I can update these as needed. And with that, I do thank you for stopping by and enjoy.